Hi guys, and welcome to another video. We're back here at the Doomlord Shrine again, and this video will probably see us complete the final mission here in the Charr Homelands. I'm not shitting you at all. We will be done that quickly. How many episodes has it been here? Like 4? 5? It's not much, is it? Especially when you consider how many we already did in like the Far Shiver Peaks and the Tarnished Coast, and we've only completed 2 missions in both of those areas. The mission chain here in the Charr Homelands is quite cool because you don't get any choice of where you have to go. They don't tell you which missions you want to do here. They just literally say do this one, now this one, now this one. While in the Far Shiver Peaks you actually get a choice, don't you? You do one and then they say where do you want to go? Do you want to go here or here? And on the Tarnished Coast you can actually pick one of any 3 you want at all, or the first 2 and then you do the last one afterwards. So so I quite like the Charr Homelands for this. A lot of people don't like the choice, but I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, really we're just going to finish the quest we were doing last video and jump straight in. So hello Bonfaaz.
You look weak.
Enough standing, time for action. You're late. If you want to survive against the Hierophant's forces, you must learn how to fight Charr. We haven't much time, so shut up and listen. The Stronghold troops will fight in formation. It will be nothing like you've ever faced. Charr formations are powerful in combat and difficult for the weak and uninformed to break. You must be neither in the coming battle. Speak to me again when you're ready, and I will teach you Charr style in live combat. Are you ready to fight, meat? Alright, so let's rumble. So yeah, this is warband training. I like the idea of thinking of my team as kind of being like a warband. Wiki says that for this battle, the key to winning it is just sort of learning how to ping targets, and you ping the targets and make sure all of your AI fights alongside you. Bonfaaz says formations are only as strong as their weakest link. So I'll actually use the typical formation, which is one in the middle, one to the side, and another one to that side. Oh, I've only got 2 heroes. Yeah, Pi is with... Oh, here we go. Alright, we're fighting already. And Gwen got an amazing panic off. Brilliant. Alright, so yeah, that is the recommended strategy that Wiki says. It's basically just, oh, make sure you ping the right people and they'll go down. I don't ever really do that. A lot of people swear by it, particularly when they're playing Discord and stuff in this game, and I never really see the effects of it being that great. I mean, people say, oh, ping and your spirits will attack the right person when you're playing Signet of Spirits and stuff. I don't know how much I stand by that. Just lay into them and they'll die pretty easy. If you've got any kind of AoE control like Panic, it will be fine. Alright, so Bonfaaz says, not bad. What do you mean not bad? We absolutely destroyed you. You understand this basic strategy at least. There are others, but they're probably beyond your abilities. The dialogue here kind of makes me think that maybe... Oh, they were speaking as well. Focus your fire, fool. Pick one target and break the formation, otherwise you're dead. Yeah, the dialogue here kind of makes me think that maybe they had something more planned here, like actually giving us a real formation instead of just making us fight. But, well, whatever happened in the end, it's a cool bit to the quest, a nice little instance right there at the end. And yeah, we're now ready to do the mission, believe it or not. When we cash this in, we'll get another primary quest automatically added to our log. So Bonfaaz says,
want something meat?
yes, you handled the formation well for a mouse. You might just survive the assault after all. Few humans always seeking validation. We move out shortly. Go rest your frail body while you can. Rowan Fierceheart is waiting outside and will brief you when you are ready. So yeah, alright, enough standing time for action. So we'll go outside, and there's like this little hill just outside here past this portal, and it's quite cool because once you've completed all of the missions here, you know, like the Armored Saurus and the Siege Devourer. I think there's a Siege Devourer there in the end. No, maybe there's not. But basically, you just start to get these NPCs sort of appear out there, if you will, and some of them give you quests and stuff, and I just quite like it because it's like empty when you first get there, and then by the end they're all hanging out with stuff to say. So let's have a look now. So as you can see, we've got the Armored Saurus here, just like I said, and Rowan Fierceheart. Do we want to speak straight away? Do you know what? Oh yeah, look, and here's the Devourer Catapult and Seer Fierce Rain. Amazing. Sweet. Wait, is it Seer we want to speak to? No, we want to speak to Rowan first. Okay, Seer's got something to say as well. I know one of these is for a dungeon called the Ooze Pits, which I may have shown you. It's like here, you see that portal? That's the entrance to the Ooze Pits. Or I might have forgotten, actually. I do remember regretting not showing you that. We will see it eventually. Anyway, hello, Rowan.
You want something meat?
Did you have something to say to me, human? I didn't think so. I'm ready to attack the Hierophant's stronghold. The assault command has been given. We must take the Armored Saurus into Saknoth Valley post-haste. The warband awaits you there. Are you ready to attack the Hierophant's stronghold? Alright, Burntsoul's reign ends today. So here we go. I think we get a cutscene now before the mission. I'm almost positive we do. Yep.
It'll be a tough skull to crack. The far western approach is guarded by watchtowers. No easy back way in. Your friends are held in the center. That's also where the Hierophant is keeping his new gods. Then we have the front gate, heavily fortified with siege devourers in front.
So how do we get in?
Front door.
Didn't you just say it's heavily fortified?
I also said the siege devourers are out front. A good place for scaring people off. A bad place for actual defense. We grab them first.
And how do we know you won't just turn on us?
Dead gods, Mouse. You do not understand us, do you?
I understand enough. You're animals. Savage animals, and I will dance on your graves.
Fear rots her heart.
Do you blame her?
No. She was a prisoner of the Charr. Now she is a prisoner of her fears. Until she can conquer them, she is no good to any of us.
Yay, more exposition on Gwen's story. Is that the end of the cutscene? It's not ending. There we go. Okay, so here we get the mission. Like I said in the previous video, it's a cool mission. I like it. Also, that cutscene that we just saw, we were actually stood, if I'm getting my positioning right, I think we were stood on... No, my positioning is not right. One of these rocks, anyway, up here, you can actually get on top of one of the mountains. It's really, really cool. I can't wait to show it to you guys. I love doing it, and you get an incredible view of what we were just looking at in the cutscene. So do bear that in mind. We will come here. Basically, we're in Sacknorth Valley now, which is another explorable area. We're on the final mission, and we've not even been to all of the areas in the Charr homeland. It's because, like I said, you complete the missions, and then we get a load of secondary quests we can do around here, but only afterwards. So yeah, right. So here we get the first warband, and they're going to help us. I'll do my best to explain what's going on as we go through. So Bonfaaz says, capture those siege devourers and break down the gate. The enemy awaits our blades. We'll assault the right siege devourer. Let's hope you can handle the other side for the warband charge. So yeah, just as he says, they're going to go off on the right. We're going to take the left. You don't actually have to fight the siege devourers. I think maybe at one point the developers wanted us to, but then they realised, oh wait, siege devourers are really, really dangerous, and we can't have two being fought at once. So basically, just kill the Charr that are with them, and you'll capture the siege devourers. Then you're going to have to decide with each siege devourer where you want them to actually hit. Just to the left of the gate, because there's going to be lots of artillery up on the walls by the sides of the gates, and they're going to be shooting down the armored Saurus we captured, who's going to try and break his way through the gate. So we're going to use the siege devourers to decide where to hit the artillery, and then we're going to try and protect the armored Saurus as it knocks down the gate. Not only that, but Charr are going to be continuously charging out at us and trying to kill the siege devourers. So it's pretty cool the way that it all works. You can get it down to a science just like everything else, and find out a really good way to do it. I don't know how well the henchmen will hold up against this. I mean, for instance, it's taken me ages to kill these guys, but they're dead, and here we go. So one of the siege devourers is up. Target the archer groups with siege devourers to cover the armored Saurus while it breaks down the front gates. So by default, this thing's going to be hitting. I don't know what it's going to be hitting. Let's have it target the left bluff, okay? And we're going to break down the other one. You can see the fierce warbands actually having a lot of trouble over there. Yeah, they're still kind of crap. It doesn't really represent the Charr in a very good way, I guess, but you know, it's just I guess for the difficulty of the mission they made it so that they wouldn't just destroy the Charr straight away. So what I usually like to do is fend off the first wave that comes to take out a siege devourer, help the fierce warband finish off this siege devourer, and get this one to hit. Let's get it to hit the bluff as well. Okay. So now we've got an armored Saurus coming. Bonfaaz said, right side is secured. When you're ready, get over here and direct this devourer. So I'm just going to like pull both of these guys together. You can see our armored Saurus there at the back. Bonfaaz says, oh god, he's still speaking. He says, target those archers with the siege devourers. We need covering fire. Protect the armored Saurus. Break down that gate. Prepare for battle. Protect the Saurus at all costs. Okay, so yeah, as we can see here, the Saurus is now going to slowly start moving its way down. Shit, that's Bonfaaz. Oh god, the Saurus is already over here. And they're going to start shooting into it like mad. So you can either kind of stick with it. One method that's very nice, might see my guys aren't going to be smart enough to actually shoot it down. The Saurus has got a lot of health, bear in mind. One way is to bond the Saurus, and it will basically survive the whole way. Another way that's quite a fun way that I've only recently learnt about is to let the siege devourers die. Okay, because for as long as the siege devourers are alive, So our Saurus died, the first one died. You can get the first one to survive, and it's pretty cool when you do it. But the Saurus will spawn again and move back in eventually. You just got to defend until then. But basically, here's what happens. When the Siege Devourers die, while they're alive, they'll keep bombarding the archers. And for as long as they're being bombarded, the archers will just continuously respawn. So you can have moments where they're dead, which gives you a window of opportunity to get in there and protect the Saurus. But they'll always come back. However, if you let the Siege Devourers die... Oh, hold on, it came back alive? Wait, what? Oh, maybe that doesn't work then. Wow, I'm just going to sound like a complete idiot there. Well, I think as long as the Siege Devourers are dead, they seem to respawn. But while they're dead, the archers don't actually respawn on the wall either. So I was under the impression you could just let the Siege Devourers both die and then pick off the things on the wall and have an easy job getting back in. But I guess they all respawn, so... The mission can come off quite urgent, but, you know, just don't over-aggro things, because even if these Charr assaulting the Siege Devourers come forward far enough, it's not the end of the world. Look, we've got the Armored Saurus coming here as well, so basically I'm going to move forward, signal my people to come off over here on the left, just to keep in range. Basically, if you hug one of the walls, the archers on the other side, rangers obviously have got a hell of a lot of range, don't get me wrong, like you can see them hitting me there, but they're not going to devastate you if you keep all the way over here. Just keep in range so that your healers can keep healing the Saurus, and you'll start knocking down the wall, and you can see the gate's integrity down here, the health of the gate, and it will just continuously slowly go down. If you actually come right the way in, this archway that we're kind of under here will obstruct the Seekers, so generally you'll be okay. Oh god, Menlo's dead. Menlo! Somebody get Menlo up. He's kind of vital to keeping us alive, people. So yeah, or at least I read that you'd be protected here. I guess you're not, and now both my monks are dead, and now it's not going very well at all. Oh dear. Okay, everybody leave. Leave. Who's got a resurrection signet? Pyre's used his. Harter and Eve don't. I've failed the mission. Fantastic. Well, do you know what? I don't usually play it like this, but Wiki had me believing that the Siege Devourers could survive. That's ridiculous. Oh, well, we broke the gate, but a little bit too late. The gate is down. You see there that the Saurus has broken it open. Oh, people are rezzing. Hold on. This couldn't be the end. Alright, so Bonfaaz says the gate has fallen. Move out, clear the fortress. This just generally isn't very good. We're going to wipe here, I think. And if we do, it's fine. I'll just cut it until I've got through the gate. It's not actually that hard. It's exactly what I was talking about, really. You just learn how it works, and then when you come back... you'll be much better at it, basically, the second time. For me, it's weird because I play it, leave it like a year, come back, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this mission, this is quite cool. And then have to relearn it again after the year. You can actually see a guy fighting the Siege Devourer there. The Fierce Warband's still up. I'm just wondering if we can actually res anyone. I don't suppose these guys actually have. The Force... Well, that's those guys down. I'm pretty sure once you've broken open through the gate, the artillery dies for good. So you don't have to worry about that. You can mop them up once the gate's actually open. Oh, sweet. So Hart's got renewed life, but she's just gone and got herself killed. Brilliant. Okay, so, yeah. Thanks, game. You gave me hope, and then you just took it away from me straight away. Brilliant. Okay, guys, I will see you guys in a sec. It's probably a good thing I wiped here anyway, because we're only 40 minutes in, and we're actually kind of near the end of the mission anyway, so yeah. Wow, massive fail. I'll see you guys in a second. See you in a bit. Alright, so on my way back through the mission, I filmed it all just for shits and giggles, really, and absolutely steamrolled it. So what you're seeing here is literally the mission when done properly. It's really very simple. It's exactly what I said before, right? It's just, you play it once. This has always happened for me. You play it once, you fail, you go back in and you absolutely steamroll it. What I do here is actually the first Saurus, I protect the whole way through, and the very first Saurus breaks the gate. It's really kind of simple. I just, you know, explaining it and stuff, you know how it ends up. So yeah, I'm literally going to hand you back over to my past self now, because we're about to see the rest of the mission. There we go, the gate is down on the first Saurus, easy peasy. And I guess now, I'll either speed what I just did up, or I'll leave the commentary in, it depends how long the video goes. But that, literally, I've been in this map for 2 minutes. Audacity says I've been filming for 2 minutes 45. So we'll come back, clean these guys up here. It really is quite simple as long as you just have a little bit of a plan and watch for what you're doing, right? So there we go, there's Bonfaaz. The gate has fallen, move out, clear the fortress, and under much better circumstances this time. You can, if you're good enough, if you're feeling confident, I suppose, just run up there with the Saurus. Lena, would you mind not dying? Would you kindly not die? Yeah, you can run up there with the Saurus. I have had the Saurus alive at the end of the mission. It doesn't go the whole way through the mission with you. There's going to be a huge fight in a minute, but you can just... So is that guy going to stay dead now? No, he's not. He's just going to keep respawning, so... We'll kill these guys. Yeah, the Saurus won't go the whole way. I thought that was such a shame when I first did this, because I was like, yes, I have the Saurus alive right at the end, and it was amazing. But then he stopped and didn't even fight at the end. You'd have to pull the monsters back really far if you wanted it to contribute in the final battle. And you know, it's quite handy just where it's so much of a tank. Lena, what the hell? Ugh. People hate Lena generally as a henchman, and you know, they have good reason for it. Usually her resurrection spell is what is it? It's restore life, I think. It's the one where you have to touch the corpse. So essentially, if somebody died in your party, Lena would have this nasty habit the whole way through Prophecies of just charging right into the front line and getting completely wiped out. And people just couldn't stand her. The skill still hasn't been updated in Prophecies, I don't think. I think there are even a few in-jokes about it. I think when you complete Prophecies and you go to that end area, I think if you speak to her, her dialogue references that somewhat, if I remember correctly. Or she was just one of those henchmen that didn't appear on the Ring of Fire, because if you remember, the henchmen changed when we reached the Ring of Fire, and it became Devonna, Aiden, Menlo, and so on. And at the very end, you could speak to those henchmen, and they'd be like, oh, why wasn't I there on the Ring of Fire? And they'd all come up with their own personal little reason for it, which was always quite cool. I think one of the reasons... I can't quite remember. Maybe one of the reasons was that somebody stayed with the dwarves. Oh, it's been about a year ago. It's funny how much stuff you forget. There will probably be a few of you watching this video who have just kind of had a marathon of Prophecies or whatever, because I know some of you like to watch through and leave comments. I always like it when you guys do that, because I can just sort of go back and see the old videos and how they're doing. But man, and you guys probably know, let's get this straight out here, you probably know more about Prophecies than I do right now, because it just leaves your head. It really does. Like, I watched some of one of my videos in one of the videos I did in the Maguma jungle, and I was just talking about all this white mantle stuff that I was like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. It's a shame, but I'm one of those people without a massive capacity for storing everything in my long-term memory. But yeah, there you go. Right, anyway, back to the mission. You're going to keep coming along here. If you couldn't quite see what I was doing, sorry, I know I'm playing with the compass. I will fix that after I've filmed this episode. I will sort my UI out. But yeah, basically, we've just been killing these guys up here on the sides. It's just more things on the sides. It's a cool mission, because it's like, if you just have a bit of, if you're just slightly alert and you can see what's going on, you'll be able to move yourselves to the right positions and take out the right groups at the right times, and you won't have any problems. But it's kind of quite easy to overextend. And that's particularly true for what we're about to see. You might see some ally marks up there. That's because that is the Even Vanguard, yes. And Captain Langmar. We're going to finally meet Captain Langmar. Okay, so here's Hierophant Burntsoul himself. He says, you will not escape with your lives. Release the destroyers, the Charr's new gods. These destroyers are enemies too. They'll kill us all, I say. Then we shall die together, human. You will not win. Alright, so there's going to be a huge fight here. You can see lots of elite Charr guards, elite Charr just everywhere, right? They're going to release the destroyers. I think that the destroyers have already been released, and if I wait long enough... At least I hope that's what happened, or do I have to walk up? Yeah, the Saurus, by the way, waits about there. Here we go. Alright, so free the Even Vanguard held captive within the fortress. So yeah, the Charr don't quite realise that these new gods don't give a poop about them. They really, really don't. So you can see over here that the destroyers come, and all you have to do, and this is brilliant, I love it. Oh my god, why is everybody dying? I hate the henchmen. Ah! All you have to do, okay, is flag everyone back, because the Charr and the destroyers will fight each other, right? They will fight each other, and they'll just have a massive battle, which preferably you can watch from the sidelines. You can see the fierce warband, some of them still, Bonfaaz at least, are hanging out. And Pyre, of course, who's now in my party. Yeah, thanks to whoever it was that mentioned in the comments that I'd forgotten Pyre. I can't believe I'd forgotten Pyre. I mean, Jesus. I like Pyre. He's one of... I like all of the heroes that you get in Eye of the North that are sort of an alternate race. You saw it a little bit in Nightfall, which was cool. Like, we had Zed Shadowhoof, right, who was a bit of a dick, let's be honest. But, you know, I liked how you could understand why he was a bit of a dick about stuff. And, you know, I just liked having a centaur with me. And Eye of the North's really good, because you get one of all of the races that we'll be playing as in Guild Wars 2, which is just very cool. And I'm sure I've said that before in the Let's Play already. But there you go, there it is again, people. Anyway, yeah, so we'll just piss around killing this tiny group of destroyers here. Generally, don't worry so much, as long as you're aware and you can have a little bit of patience. that these guys are going to fight each other. Just wait. Like, you'll see here, these elite Charr, they're not too bad. They killed the destroyers. We all know how strong the destroyers are. They've killed them. This fight here is actually stalled here because these are all rangers. They're trying to kill this destroyer here, but he's obstructed, so that will just go on forever. But I think that these guys do patrol at least somewhat. So Hierophant's guard, elite guards and so on are here. They'll actually patrol over here and probably aggro... Oh crap. No, I've aggroed them. No, I don't want to aggro you. I want to draw you guys together. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Alright, okay. What I think I will do... stop chasing me! Yeah, Bonwar... Am I really going to have to kill these guys? Oh, this could be a speed up moment. Bonwar, just die. Stop aggroing them. Oh my god. Why did only Bonwar come? Why not the rest of the Fierce Warband? Do you guys want to have a piece of this action? You coming? They're not coming. Look, that guy's still fighting the siege tower over there. Hilarious. Right. Bonwar, good. Okay, he's broken aggro. Right, what I'm going to do here is draw, and this is probably going to be a little bit risky, to be honest, because we don't want to get caught in the crossfire here. So what I might do is flag my guys here at the steps, summon an even Vanguard Assassin into the Elite Charr. He'll get destroyed within a... Oh, there you go. They've already aggroed each other. I thought they did. I knew that they patrolled. So yeah, just wait. Watch them fight it out. The Elite Charr will probably win, but you can see that they're very weak anyway. Did Burntsoul die? No, Burntsoul's still alive. But what you can do is just come in, like, literally right at the end of the fight here, and just mop them up, and that's the best way to do it, really. It's the way I've always done it. I guess if you don't do this, if you just run in there thinking, oh, I'm going to save the even Vanguard, who are in this pit here, by the way, there you go, there you can see them, you're probably going to just get caught in a horrible mix of Charr meteor showers and destroyer meteor showers. Not that they all use that, I don't think, but, you know, you get my point. You're just going to get caught into the middle of a load of crap and get owned. Yeah, I may have to go fight those guys who are stalling right now, which is a little bit irritating, but, you know, they are preoccupied. So hopefully when I go attack them, they'll continue focusing on the essentially invulnerable destroyer over there, the destroyer of hordes. There's only one destroyer left, which is fine. So here we go. An ominous eidolon. Okay. This area here, you can feel free to explore it, but like I said, we're in an explorable area. All the missions in Eye of the North take place in explorable areas, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. We will have a very nice explore of this place later on with, you know, potentially some other stuff to see here. Some cool quests. There's one quest about called, what is it? Single Ugly Gruel Seeks Similar Friend or something. Oh, it's brilliant. I can't wait to show. Yeah, look, exactly what I said did happen. They continued focusing on the destroyer, and we just come in and kill them, and they don't even know what's hit them. Yay for abusing the AI. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, there you go. This is the last Charr mission. Pretty cool. We will probably... Actually, you know what? I'll talk about that after the cutscene, because we got a cool cutscene coming up. Finally going to meet Langmar. Gwen will be happy and redeemed for once and for all, will she? Let's hope so, because I really can't stand her bitching. God, this guy really takes a while to go down, doesn't he? Jesus. There we have it. Revolution.
My brothers, Pyre Fearshot has freed you from the Hierophant's yoke. Unite beneath our banner, and we shall overthrow these false priests and their false gods.
Ron, you are a fool. Warriors, do not trade one set of shackles for another. I will not lead you, but I charge all of you to spread the lesson of this day. There are no gods for the Charr. Let that be the message.
There are no gods! There are no gods!
I'm surprised.
A storm is coming. The shamans will not go down easily. For a while, it will be safer to be elsewhere.
You're the hero of this revolution.
Revolutions eat their heroes. I may return, but for the moment, I am content to fight at your side. So, the little mouse comes to apologize.
One good act does not redeem your people, murderer. I want you to know, I do not like you. I do not forgive you. But most of all, I do not fear you. I hate you. There's a difference.
That went well.
Yes, it did. The little mouse is learning. She is learning indeed.
Oh man, I forgot how awesome that cutscene was. Oh, there's just so much cool stuff going on there. It's just, I think that even the bit with Gwen, it's very good. This is why I love Pyre Fearshot. Revolutions eat their heroes. That's just a fantastic quote. I just love what happens in that cutscene there. It's brilliant because they didn't end the Charr Homeland's story with some massive celebration and, oh, the Flame Legion has been overthrown, everything's happy. They didn't end it like that at all. They didn't make Pyre this great Charr hero who stood against them and redeemed everything. This is actually just a tiny event, right, that sparks a huge change in the way that the Charr work over the next 250 years, until eventually, in 250 years' time, we've actually got a kind of peace between the humans and the Charr. I mean, this is really, it's the first domino, and it's so significant, and it's really tastefully handled, and I just really like the way they do that. And of course, Pyre stays with us. Gwen her story isn't concluded at all. That it's only really concluded later on in Hearts of the North, at which point it's been dragged out for far too long, if you ask me. But yeah, there you go. That's actually the end of the cutscenes for this area. Oh man, I loved it. I forgot how much I like this area. You know, maybe not as far as the environment goes, but this is definitely. Maybe this is my favourite kind of arc from Eye of the North. I don't know. That was just so cool. Right. Anyway. So like I said, now that we freed the Even Vanguard, we actually now have support here in the Charr Homelands and things to do, people to talk to, right? So you've got Captain Langmar here now, who I tried to hide it, kind of. Shock horror, it's a woman, and she's only got one eye like Zoe. She's cool. And she's got stuff to talk to us about. She says, "Thank you for rescuing us, Peter Redhill. Gwen told me that what you went through on our behalf. It seems you and Gwen had quite the adventure. Rest assured, you may count on the Even Vanguard to aid you in the future." Right, so this is the first time we've actually completed one of the primary arcs here. Okay, the Missing Vanguard. We got this ages ago at the Eye of the North. As a reward for completing these, you get monumental tapestries. You may remember that ages ago, this was basically the start of the Let's Play, at the Hall of Monuments. I was talking about these tapestries. When we've collected them all, we will be returning to the Hall of Monuments, because that's a very significant place, and you know this Let's Play has been very much Guild Wars 2 focused, so you can bet your bottom dollar I'll be talking a little bit about the Hall of Monuments, but we'll see that when we see it. And yeah, that's basically it. Captain Langmar, lots of cool stuff to talk about, loads of quests to do now. I think we'll probably do maybe 1 or 2 quests around here, some of the more interesting side things, before we see what the hell has been going on with Matt since we last left him, because that was bloody ages ago, and then Tom as well. So yeah, I guess that's about it actually, guys. I've got so much to talk about. I kind of wish I could keep going, but we're probably way past 20 minutes now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or at least just that cutscene, man. Oh, so good. And yeah, I guess I will see you next time. See you next time, guys. Take care.